Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries, this is going to be your new moon in Gemini reading from May 22nd through June 21st, when we have the new moon in Cancer. So this is going to be extra Gemini energy all over the place. This type of energy is analytical, curious, fact-finding, and it can be sometimes restless. We really need to steer clear of confusion and rely on a healthy balance of intuition versus logic and reason to keep our heads above water. So without further ado, Aries, let's go ahead and jump into this reading. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that you need to hear. Aries, in your pre-shuffle, the Wheel of Fortune popped out. So I feel like, times are changing for you. You might be on an upswing. Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Prince of Pentacles, the Fool, all right, I love it. Aries, overall energy is the Empress energy. The Empress energy is Venusian energy. It is Libra or Taurus energy. Venus has to do with love and money. Remember, we do have Venus in retrograde. I've done individual readings for each sign regarding Venus in retrograde that I'm going to ask that you check out. But the Empress in reverse is telling me that somebody might be coming back to you. All right, somebody from your past, or it's soulmate energy, because the Empress card is the divine feminine. Somebody is coming back to you. If it doesn't resonate with you in that sense, it's the Empress in reverse. She is this maternal energy. She's compassion. She's passion. She's a master manifester. Anything she touches turns to gold. She has this peace and this calm, but it's also this strength that just really can't be emulated by just anybody. And so the Empress in reverse could be that you're feeling a little bit out of sorts, whether it comes to love and money, not being able to achieve what you've set out to or manifest what you've been trying to. But for a lot of you, I'm really getting this is a return. So somebody from your past for healing and closure, somebody from your past to rekindle things, right? Because this is the divine feminine, or it could be a past life soulmate, twin flame type energy. Two of Swords is the moon in Libra. Something that happened back on this last Scorpio full moon might have really sort of put you made you think. Some of you might have been receiving messages already, or when you receive messages from a past lover or, somebody that you have this strong soul connection with, it might really make you pull back and really start thinking about things. The Two of Swords is energy of two aces. They're two perfectly good directions, and you're just trying to weigh your options. It's the minor arcana version of the Justice card. So really trying to be objective about which, the pros and the cons of this person, the situation, where you want to go, what you want to do. So Aries, you guys are showing up as the Prince of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Prince of Pentacles is really represents that Leo Virgo time. So sort of towards the end of summer is when you might see this, what you're manifesting with this new moon coming into fruition. The Prince of Pentacles in reverse, though, is somebody who's been totally caught off guard. Again, for some of you, it's receiving a message from whatever this Empress energy means to you. And I cannot even make this stuff up, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So if I take the Two of Swords out, we have the Empress, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups in reverse, Four of Swords. Wow. So you guys, this is a divine union. If it doesn't speak to you, soulmate or twin flame energy, I mean, this is your energy, Aries, and your Empress. So you're either the masculine or the feminine, and you are in separation. 10 of Cups in reverse. Some of you went through a divorce. Some of you have children together, and there's a need for healing to take place during this new moon in Gemini, or to be kicked off during this new moon in Gemini. And that's why you're sitting here thinking about this, with this Two of Swords energy, because this is somebody that you have a huge commitment to, or somebody that you feel so strongly connected to. It's absolutely insane, Aries. This is, for a lot of you, this is receiving a message from somebody who is your soulmate or your twin flame. This is the ultimate divine masculine and feminine. I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm just taken aback because something asked me to look under that next card while I was going over this Prince of Pentacles energy. So the Prince of Pentacles, this is stopping you in your tracks. Either you're in separation and you need to heal and move forward. Okay, so because again, with the Emperor and the Empress, it could be, 10 of Cups, that you guys had your 10 of Cups, but your world got turned upside down and you feel like you've been left with nothing. So you might be recovering from that, and you might have started a new journey, but boom, getting a message from this person during Venus retrograde or during around this new moon in Gemini period is going to really sort of throw you off balance and make you decide, do I go back to this or do I move forward? It doesn't necessarily have to be a person, though. If it doesn't resonate with you as far as a relationship goes, it could be a job. So maybe you were unexpectedly fired or laid off and you didn't see that coming at all, and you started a job search, and you maybe found something else that you really like, and now you're getting called back and you're sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, what do I do? Okay, you're definitely here weighing your options, but it has you stopped in your tracks. Okay, there's a need for you to really write this, though, because I don't like the Prince of Pentacles in reverse, because it's just, there's no movement, it's stagnancy. And Aries, you guys are fire. You guys are the babies of the zodiac, and kind of want to learn to start to crawl whenever you can, and have all this passion. And this is telling me, even you might have even sunk into a bit of a depression where you don't recognize yourself, where maybe you are not like taking care of your physical self, whether or not, it's basically like, holding yourself up and eating ice cream and watching movies and not showering for a week, right? I'm not accusing all of my Aries of that by any means. Again, this could be, you can flip the energies that I'm talking about, because it could be that you're doing just fine and it's your counterpart, who's sort of going through that. It could also be an energy that you're just observing in your life at this time. But Aries, what's blocking you is the Fool. And this is Uranus, and Uranus is Aquarian energy. And the Fool is interesting because as a block, it's like you're having difficulty, um, you're having difficulty taking a leap of faith. There's something that you don't trust, and more than anything, I feel like it's you don't trust what's going on, and you don't trust yourself at this time. The Fool is the energy of evolution. It's fixed air, so it's about originality. So I think, maybe some of you might have even started another relationship, okay, but you still feel that pull to whatever this Emperor and Empress energy is, because it is that strong. So I see a lot of you also being in that Two of Swords energy, not wanting to make a decision until you're a little bit more sure, and definitely not wanting to take a risk. So sort of like putting your plans on hold, whether it's advancing in a job or in a relationship or on your spiritual journey. There's something from the past, or there's some really intense connection that's pulling you back. Now, the intentions that Spirit wants you to set is this Nine of Wands, which is in reverse. So the Nine of Wands is sort of a feeling of, wanting to give up. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, somebody who's been through a lot. It's taken them lifetimes, or years or lifetimes to collect all of these wands. And it's all of his experience, but he's definitely been battered and bruised. So for some of you guys, this is a relationship that's coming back around again, that you guys have just been through it. Some of you might even be twin flames, and you might be trying to decide whether or not you're stay in separation or not. The Nine of Wands in reverse as an intention is interesting because it takes me back to the Eight of Wands. It's a lot of communication. It's also my law of attraction card. So, I think the importance of really having directed, authentic, clear communication, with anybody that's involved with you at this time regarding this situation is going to be really key to a positive outcome. The Nine of Wands, though, is also like giving up, and I feel like sometimes, not sometimes, a few times in this in this reading, and with this Nine of Wands card, I'm hearing give up the ghost. This relationship may have run its course, and there might be a reason why you need to be in separation. The Four of Swords in reverse is telling me that, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place that hasn't yet. And, it's you guys are going to use your intuition. You guys will know. Okay, you have free will. Is this a situation that can be healed? Union, will that be healed in union, or will it be healed separately? Again, some of you just might be, the Empress or the Emperor might be hearing from their counterpart during this Venus retrograde to get that closure and to get that healing that really needs to take place. So it's interesting. It's interesting energy here. I'm getting a few different hits off of this Nine of Wands. Now, what you need to know, Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. The Nine of Wands is also fire energy. So you guys are definitely showing up, left, right, and center in this reading. The Nine of Wands is Moon and Sagittarius. The Two of Wands specifically is Mars and Aries, and that's your fight. That is you guys. I'm seeing here what you need to know is this has turned you upside down. If you're getting a message from somebody from the past, I feel like it's totally blown you away. It stopped you in your tracks. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's up to you. The Two of Wands in reverse takes us back to that Ace of Wands. It's ether. It's that passion. It's something that you cannot deny, you cannot control, and it's about a new beginning. But is that new beginning here with the Emperor, or is it with somebody else? Okay, for you to decide, Aries. Weigh those options, and that's definitely why you're in this Two of Swords energy. That's why the Empress in reverse is in that Two of Swords energy. Now, what comes out is beautiful. This is Leo energy. This is strength. This is you really being able to work through this. This is you being able to, oftentimes, well, in certain decks, the strength card is the Empress. And she walks up to the lion very calmly and shuts its mouth. In other decks, the lion has been totally attacking a small village or a town or what have you and wreaking havoc, and people have tried to fight it and they can't, or they're afraid, and this maiden comes up, rolls up her sleeves and shuts its mouth, and then within a matter of minutes has it purring like a little house cat, like a putty cat, right? So it's interesting energy, and this is you. This is no matter what. The strength card, this is energy of the sun. This is energy of Leo. And and the energy of Leo is really I am. And it can really talk about rulership. It can even talk about dictatorship, but I'm not picking up on that. I'm getting that you standing in your power. This whole situation, whatever conclusion that you come to, whether it's being in union with this person or whether it's healing and closure and continuing on your journey, righting yourself, you're in it for the long haul. You've got tough times and good times ahead, and it's not going to happen overnight, that it's a process, that you're going to get this, your self-esteem, your Aries, that fire, it's coming back, and it's coming back with a vengeance. Okay, and so really, like, I see this as awesome energy, Aries. Without, this reading, it's not without its hurdles or challenges, okay? But that's true for everybody. Okay, so I'm going to pull some psychic tarot cards for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, just to get a little more information for you guys from May 22nd through June 21st. All right, this is the Five of Pentacles, financial and material changes. Interesting. So financial and material changes, this is maybe you opting to take the not the path of least resistance, but take the best path for you. even if it means challenges, financial, physical, health, emotional, spiritual. A lot of times this is about a spiritual journey. It's about, it's like taking that long walk in the woods, doing the meditation, sort of shunning material, like not, not taking any of your electronics, or, really focusing on asceticism. And that might be what you're doing here, or it might be the lesson that you're learning as well. But I see you coming out of this. Okay, I do see you coming out of this. Wisdom. You get the card of Taurus. There may be something in the Taurus reading for you guys. This is the card of the Hierophant. So again, some of you guys are turning your back on a marriage. Remember, the Hierophant can represent contracts. Again, contracts, verbal or written contracts, marriages. We see him looking at this house and this home. Some of you guys are walking away. The Emperor and the Empress, this is all about your it's all about your divorce. It's all about your separation. And, and I think some of you as a result of this, you may have been financially dependent on this person, or vice versa, or not at all. But regardless, this is sending you a little bit into a tailspin with your finances and with your sense of security. But I think that you're ultimately going to realize that it's the best thing for you, that the independence, the freedom, and the new beginning lease on life that you get from this separation or from this journey, because it doesn't necessarily mean that that separation is forever either, right? But for some of you it is, and it's learning that, you guys are better apart, or without this job, you're better without it, it's better even if you get paid a little bit less, but doing something that, makes your heart sing and your soul smile, so much more potent and so much more powerful in your evolution and your growth and on this journey for you. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Okay, and then you get your third eye chakra, intuition. Number 6, this is a card of Venus, which I always attach to Libra and to Taurus. So I'm picking up on more Taurian energy here for you, but really the importance of that healthy balance of intuition and logic and reason. Seeing things, seeing the unseen, really sitting into this. Sit with any fears until they dissolve, so you can really decide what to do about this situation, because Spirit is saying with this Four of Swords in reverse, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. Okay, a lot of healing that needs to take place as a result of whatever that Empress and Emperor. It could be, separation between you and a job, you and a family member. It could be you and you and a lover, you and your soulmate twin flame energy. Sorry, guys, I feel like I'm blabbing on and on. I got a little confused. All right, you get number 19. You get light. This is the card of the Sun coming out. I'm saying again because the Strength card is really embodying the energy of the Sun. And this is that I am energy. It's about, it's the ego. It's calm. It's steady. It's about making decisions, but it's also about co-creating with Spirit or with somebody else. Okay, so again, it's beautiful. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is everything that you've wanted coming into fruition. Okay, and I see that after working through, for some of you guys, you are manifesting marriage or a higher commitment. Okay, and for some of you, this is going to take you out of financial and material difficulties. Okay, so like you within this union, but it could be a reunion, okay, as well. If you feel like this is soulmate energy, really trust your intuition on this one, okay? Really, really trust your intuition. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull additional messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from May 22nd through June 21st. Angel of Wisdom. Pursue knowledge and spiritual growth. For some of you, you guys are going to decide to turn your back on this Emperor energy or on this Empress energy, whatever's coming back to you, because you're going to realize that you have changed too much to go back to what you were before. Okay, and to be with that particular person. And that happens, especially if you guys are on spiritual journeys, enlightening, and that sort of thing. People fall away. And somebody that you once, spent a lot of time with, or that you loved, or you were married to, oftentimes, as you're enlightened and awakened, that falls away. All right, so I'm not going to take those two. All right. All right, and then you get patience. No matter what the situation or delay is, your desire will come when it is meant to. So also, Spirit's asking you to be patient with this. Some of you will be manifesting a soulmate or a twin flame, and that will result in marriage, okay, or union. And Spirit saying it is to be, because this could be a past life energy for you that's coming back. For others of you, it's being patient. You're in separation, but someone or something is coming, okay, coming for you. Keep the hope alive. Do what you're doing. You can weather the storm, whatever this need, this financial and material change is. I feel like it's going to be a little bit leaner for you, but just focus right now on your spiritual growth and pursuing knowledge, and be patient, because all of this is coming to you. Beautiful. The Hierophant and the Sun is a really, really nice combination. Okay, because that's utmost happiness. The Hierophant also does relate to higher education, government offices, buildings, agencies, that sort of thing, and sort of mainstream religion. Some of you guys have turned your back on, a system of beliefs that was very important to you before. Okay, and again, that could be this split up between the masculine and the feminine here. That really has you in your head thinking about how you're going to pursue, your spiritual growth and knowledge. If you were feeling confined and restricted in whatever you were doing before, whether that be, a partnership, whether that be in a family, whether that be in a particular sect or group or church or temple or whatever. Okay, Aries, I do apologize. I feel like this reading has been a little discombobulated. I hope you guys can make sense of it. Okay, and you guys get advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Yeah, there is. There is a strong energy propelling you forward. And there's something that has you stopped in your tracks. And that's, and Spirit's like, no, it's time to move forward. It's time to do this. All right, so then you get guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. Wow. Yes. And again, this wisdom card, this could also be a teacher. It really could be a teacher. You guys, I had to look at the bottom of the deck here. We have release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. I'm going to put that down here. Yeah. Okay. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. And again, I keep going back to that Prince of Pentacles in reverse, that steady movement forward. But when he's in the reverse, somebody's stopped and something is stopping you. And Spirit is saying, Aries, time to move forward. Don't worry, even if you move forward alone, you're guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. But a strong energy is propelling you forward. Movement forward, Aries. Final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You get the Divine Director. Yeah, this is awesome. Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Wow, so you get 100 times in this reading, it seems like, that you are being guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms, okay? We also, this is awesome because for some of you, I keep going back to this because it's powerful. The Emperor and the Empress, there's this separation for a reason, and either that's for healing or because, in union, you couldn't pursue your higher purpose, okay? So there's a reason for those of you who are in separation. there's a reason for it. And maybe, again, you might be being contacted by somebody from the past, and it might be for, you might be wondering why, like, why would they do that? Why would they get back in touch with me, only to sort of hurt me? And Spirit's saying, no, there's another reason. This is divine intervention. There's something that wasn't able to come to fruition, and it might be this union. Okay, it might from somebody from the past because it's not for your highest good, or it's not aligned with your soul's purpose. And you really need to understand that, okay? That know that you're being guided, and that, that happiness is your path. Happiness is your purpose here, Aries. Okay, so no matter how weird it might feel, no matter how maybe alone or abandoned you might feel, and again, you might feel something like a punch in the gut, like totally stopped in your tracks, there's a reason for it, okay? And that reason is your happiness. All right, so I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.